Hey guys, Zero here, welcome back to Let's Play RuneScape. The God Emissaries are live in the game, and there's 8 of them, so this might take a little bit. We might do a bit like a two-part series here, but I want to go around and talk to each of these guys and find out what they have to say for themselves. So why don't we get to it? I have their locations, and I guess the easiest guy we can head to here is in Edgeville. And it's kind of nice, they've got an icon on the map, should make it nice and easy for us to find them. I am very curious to see what these guys have to say for themselves. In this case, when they talk about philosophy, it really seems like they're talking about ethics more than anything. As far as what's right, what's worth doing. And here we go. Moldark. Alright. I, my friend, am Moldark, foremost follower of Zamorak. I am his emissary. Okay? I'm here to teach you of the ways of chaos, the way of power. Join with me in Zamorak. If you do, I may have some work for you. Okay, and I think each of these guys will have work for us. So, can you tell me about Zamorak? What do you want to know? Who is Zamorak? Let's go right through. Zamorak was once a mortal, and for those who don't know, he was actually a Majorat. Like you and I, but he knew the value of chaos and sought power through it. Okay? When the opportunity of godhood presented itself before him, Zamorak took it gladly. Well, this is embellishing history a little bit. Zamorak, as he was a general under Zaros and actually betrayed Zaros and tried to kill him. So to say that this just popped up is a little bit embellishing. He kind of seized the opportunity, made the opportunity, if anything. Now he's a powerful god, the god of chaos and destruction. Why should I follow Zamorak? Great creation can only follow great destruction. I don't know about that. We all progress more quickly when chaos reigns. Well, if only chaos reigns, then how can you expect to do anything consistently? It would just be too chaotic. But following Zamorak is also about personal gain. Like Zamorak, we should all be ready to take power when offered. See, this is interesting. I mean, if we're expected to be loyal followers of Zamorak, right? And it's all about chaos, then why would we be loyal and follow him at all? Wouldn't we just try to kill him and overthrow him? How could you ever be a loyal emissary to a god of chaos? It's confusing. What does Zamorak want? Zamorak sees the stagnation under the peace preached by the other gods. They want passive sheep to grind underfoot. Zamorak sees the true way to greatness. It is through chaos and conflict that mortals make their biggest steps. Well, I can certainly see the value of persevering through a challenge, but if it's all about chaos, then there's nothing consistent. So I have to say I'm not terribly impressed so far by the emissary of Zamorak, and we will have to head on. Let's head back over to Varrock. I think the guy who follows Zaros in the behind-the-scenes video, it showed him kind of down this way. My old stomping ground. I've spent a long time at this smithing anvil. Here we go. Soren. I am called Soren. I have traveled far to bring word that the empty Lord watches over us all. I am the emissary of Zaros, and that's the same person, for those who don't know. If you desire, you can declare support for Zaros. Okay, and this is very similar. Can you tell me about Zaros? What do you want to know? Who is Zaros? Zaros is the empty Lord. He is the master of fate and control, the only one who watches over everything. He was the most powerful of the gods, but he was brought down by deceit, betrayed by his servants. This is talking about Zamorak. As a Majorat, he served under Zaros as one of his head generals. But Zaros is far from dead. Even now he is watching you. Creepy. Why should I follow Zaros? Zaros is master of his domain. He watches over us all from the background. With Zaros as your master, you have a dauntless, all-knowing protector. His ways may not always be clear, but know that your part in his great plan is preordained and essential. That's kind of like security through obscurity. What does Zaros want? Who am I to say what Zaros wants? His goals are beyond mine and your understanding. Oh, surely. But know this, he does not seek petty revenge or endless war. Well, this is interesting too. So let's say, Zaros is the god of control and of fate. So if all that's true, if he controls people, and if everything is fated, then why would you ever try to convince someone to agree with you, right? You would just override whatever thoughts they had with control, with this fate stuff. So I'm not terribly satisfied by these arguments either. From here we can head over to Falador, and there's a few spots we can go there. The first one I want to check out is actually up by the Goblin Village. I guess I could have taken the portal, or the home teleport. You know, it's interesting, this tribute stone still hasn't been updated. I don't know what exactly they plan with it, but I think they've got a little trick up their sleeve with that thing. Okay. Goblin Village. Getting so much lag right now. Okay, here's our guy, Merknose. I, Merknose, big strong goblin. I am here to tell you about big high war god, Bandos. If you strong like me, you can join Bandos, and I give you work. Okay? Let's ask who he is. I'm Merknose, big strong goblin, you mentioned that. But even I not as strong as big high war god. So I tell you about big high war god, Bandos. I am his I tell you all about him. Can you tell me about Bandos? What do you want to know? Who is Bandos? Bandos is big high war god. Bandos fight. Oh, Bandos command us to fight, and we fight. Bandos big, and Bandos strong. Very strong. Bandos is strongest god. Why should I follow Bandos? Because Bandos is strongest. Bandos commands and weak take orders. Bandos strong, if you strong, you follow him. The logic is just unbelievable. Oh, this guy's funny. If you follow big high war god, he may maybe make you strong like him. What does Bandos want? Bandos want war. Bandos want to fight. The strongest must rule, and Bandos strongest. Well, here again we have a problem. See, if the right thing to do is to rule through power, right? To force people and fight them and use violence, then you would never ask for their permission about whether or not to join. You would just powerfully overthrow whatever viewpoint they had with violence. So it's hard to take this seriously. And I think we have to move on to the next one. From here we can head back to Falador. And next up, this is actually probably a popular one. I think the name is Julian. I think that's pronounced correctly. Okay. Yep, here we go. I am Julian. I have been a priestess of Saradomin for several years, and I am here to act as his emissary. I would be happy to help you understand the wisdom of Saradomin if you have questions. Also, you can declare your allegiance. And, okay, tell me about Saradomin. What do you want to know? Who is Saradomin? Saradomin is a great protector, the god of light and order. He is first among the gods. Saradomin has more followers than any other god on Gielinor. I wonder if that's true. It might be. And he has returned to protect us from evil and chaos. Okay. So fighting against evil, fighting against chaos. But fighting for what? Let's ask why we should follow him first. Saradomin is the guardian of us all. Under his protection, you need never fear chaos or evil. Okay, you mentioned that. Through the grace of Saradomin, oh, how kind, we will achieve peace and security. What does he want? Saradomin is the one true god. This is his world. Oh, really? And he will watch over us all. He wants us to be safe. At what cost, I wonder? He will banish all other gods, so we can live on his world in peace and in his glory. Well, I don't know about that. I'm not terribly interested in kind of, living to bolster the image of someone else. I think I'm going to take a pass on this. I have a feeling there are some hidden costs in that arrangement. From here we can head south. I do like that they made these stories available to the free players. Kind of cool. Oh, this guy looks awesome. Tuapak. My name is Tuapak. I am one of the last of my people. I was sent here by Armadil himself to teach the world about him. So if you wish to know about Armadil, I'll be happy to help you, okay? And we've seen that before. Can you tell me about Armadil? What would you like to know? Who is Armadil? Armadil is the god of justice, noble yet humble, putting his people first. He came to Gielinor thousands of years ago, bringing our people with him. We are strong and thrived here at first. But then came the God Wars, which took a heavy toll on our people. Armadil left Gielinor, believing us vanquished. Hang on a minute, so if he puts his people first, it sounds like he's saying that they would abandon him. Or that he actually abandoned them, which is kind of not the same. And actually, we know that Guthix banished the gods, so I don't know if Armadil left first, but if he didn't leave first, then we're being lied to. Or at least misinformed. But now he has returned to guide us through the eddies and currents of the coming storm. It's interesting. Why should I follow Armadil? Armadil offers justice, protection, and an equal place for everyone in his flock. Yeah, there's bits of that I like. Quality is good. Justice is good. I feel ready to protect myself. At least for the most part. I'll have a part to play, and all will find successor beneath his wings. What does Armadil want? Armadil wants nothing more than peaceful cooperation. The world is there for everyone, god and mortal alike. We followers of Armadil know that if we stand firm and watch over one another, we need never fear tyranny or chaos. Okay, so tyranny like probably Saradomin, and chaos obviously like someone like Zamorak, for instance. Okay. Well, this is interesting, but I'm not 100% convinced. I think I'm going to take a pass here again. And I think for now we're going to call it here. We've gotten through quite a few so far, just 3 left. And we'll maybe do a bit of recap next time. So I'll see you guys again soon.